Our next guest says the COVID relief bill should not even be up for debate at this point. He's going to fight to try to send it back to the committees that never actually studied the numbers or put together a proposal. GOP Senator Bill Hagerty of Tennessee has stepped off the Senate floor, joins us live. Senator, what do you think your odds are of getting this back into committee?
First, Shannon, I want to say it's great to be back with you. And I think the odds increased significantly today as we saw Chuck Schumer lose complete control. Right out of the blocks, Bernie Sanders raised an amendment and put this into the ditch. What I want to do is what should have been done at the very beginning. We should put this into the committees where it belongs so they can work through this on a bipartisan basis, make certain that we spend the monies that have already been allocated before we spend a single new dollar, and make certain that this package is actually oriented toward pandemic relief. After going through and reading the bill yesterday, and there was a lot of complaints from the Democrats about doing that, but Senator Johnson forced a reading of the bill, now the American public knows what this really is. It's not a pandemic relief bill. This is a no-holds-barred pork barrel spending bill. There's more pork in this than all the barbecue joints in Tennessee combined.
That's saying something, and you guys have great barbecue there. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer tweeting this. He says direct checks, enhanced unemployment insurance, assistance for state and local governments, funding for testing and the vaccine, aid to schools and small businesses. All of these are in the American Rescue Plan. We will pass the bold COVID response that Americans need. And when you poll on those points, people hear that and they say, yes, we need help and we want help for the vaccine. We want schools to open. Why don't you think this package is the right way to get those things done?
Well, it's a massive package. It's one of the largest packages that's ever come through this Congress. And for them not to debate it, for them not to even want us to read the bill, I think tells us a lot, Shannon. There's so much more in this than the things identified by Chuck Schumer. Indeed, less than 10% of this actually addresses the pandemic. Over 90% of this is basically a Democrat wish list that they're trying to jam through with a parliamentary trick and, again, bypass the normal committee process. That's why I put this motion in place to move it back into committee, get our arms back around this and bring some control to the situation.
You've mentioned bipartisanship several times. The White House today, Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, was asked about prioritizing trying to have some kind of unity and bipartisanship, getting Republicans to sign on to the bill. Here's what she said.
I think the president's measure of success here is whether we get the package through so we can deliver relief to the American people.
We've seen major things pass on the Hill with not a single Republican vote. The Affordable Care Act comes to mind. Is that going to happen this time around?
Well, I can't imagine any of my Republican colleagues joining me or joining the Democrats to vote for this. I think they'll join me to vote against it. But you saw a bipartisanship today with Bernie Sanders' amendment on the minimum wage. 8 Democrats came over and sided with the Republicans, again, to push back against that. So the only bipartisanship we're seeing so far is on our side.
All right, quickly, because we know you need to get back to work. Is this another all-nighter? What's the timeline?
I think it's going to be another all-nighter. We've got a lot of amendments in place, and you saw Leader McConnell go through the math on this. We go through the same number of amendments we did the last time we had one of these processes. It could take over 400 hours. If you use the benchmark of this latest amendment that they kept open for over 12 hours for one amendment. So this is going to be a long night. I think it'll go well into tomorrow, maybe through the entire weekend. But we're going to stand here and fight.
Hope you'll have some Snickers over there. Governor Hagerty, Senator Hagerty, thanks for stepping out to talk to us, and we'll let you get back to work.
Shannon.
Thank you, sir.
It's great to be with you. Thank you.